common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live duo episode of Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman, aka the Crypto Hitman.
Todd Butterfield, what's going on?
The man with the plan, taking us all to Lambo land. Well, some exciting times. Most people aren't excited because the markets are red, but why are we excited? Well, we've sold out higher in Bitcoin and Litecoin and Solana and BNB and in several stocks, and we've been looking for lower prices. And today, leading into the holiday weekend, we have the stocks looking to potentially close red. We have Bitcoin putting in new lows, giving back all the grayscale news pump, and we've been dead right. All the Bitcoin spot ETFs have been delayed early leading into the holiday weekend, and that's what me and Todd were looking for. What do you got to add, Todd?
Actually, I'm adding a couple things here, so give me a second before I add anything.
Cool. If you want to throw it over to my screen, we'll take a look over here at the top 100 cryptocurrencies and how they're behaving today over at beyondfomo.com.
You're good to go.
Yeah, so you can see here, we're using Beyond FOMO now instead of CoinGecko. Beyond FOMO is a new data platform. It's going to have everything CoinGecko has along with some other things. Me and Todd have been part of the development as far as giving ideas over to Jason Berlin. He's created this, and there's a lot of cool features. So we're not going to talk about that too much, but get over to beyondfomo.com, register an account, and you're going to like what you see. It's like CoinGecko on steroids. You earn free FOMOs and free entries every day, so you might as well be paid to learn. We see some red across the market. Look at this. 7 days, Bitcoin is down 1.44%. Pretty interesting considering just a couple days ago, the grayscale news had everybody FOMOing, smashing that buy button. We told you to have patience. We thought it was going to sell off. We thought the Bitcoin ETFs were going to get delayed, and all of that has happened. Bitcoin is all the way back down to $25,500, teetering on a cliff on whether it's going to retest the lows of $24,800 that happened not too long ago. Ethereum is down. All these altcoins are down. The only thing doing well is stable coins. That's unbelievable. I mean, that's pretty typical. See Miner Green and Dogecoin. We'll kind of talk about that, I think, in a separate video. I think Dogecoin, whenever we get the next Bitcoin buy, Dogecoin is something you want to be on top of. I think by the end of the year, X platform or Twitter is going to be your all-in-one financial platform. And the integrated cryptocurrencies to start will probably be Bitcoin and Dogecoin, and we know what that's going to do for Dogecoin. That is going to send that thing to the moon, and we want to be a part of that. I guess if you want to start, we'll have Todd look at some charts, go over what trades we're in, what trades we're looking at, and then we'll pop over to see if there's any fundamental news I want to discuss. And then, of course, it is community driven. So get your questions. If you have questions, comments, concerns, charts you want us to look at, get working on that in the comment section.
All right, here's the Bitcoin chart that we've been looking at with the Wyckoff labels. Nothing changed from yesterday. Still looking for that lower backup. Really want to see that 24.8 level taken out. We've got, could reach down to 24, maybe even a little lower. So indicators are not friendly. We was friendly right before the grayscale pump, and then it went to overbought right on it. That's why we didn't buy anything and recommended really just selling if you had something you wasn't comfortable with, getting it back cheaper. So again, going into the weekend, stocks I thought topped out in the last day or two. NASDAQ's down a little bit today. So I'll show an Elliott wave count here as well. But I think off these highs at 31,500, I think we're having 5 waves down. So we're getting ready to break the wave 3 low. The grayscale was a wave 4, and now we're in the wave 5 of a large A, B, C. So, and then I would think technometer setting here 42 to 43.7 on USD, USDT. So we're going to need a couple of days of selling here, I think, to give us a buy. And then from there, we'll see what's happening. Let's look at Ethereum real quick. For some reason, my software's a little bit slow here. Let's go back to Nick and I'm going to look at this issue real quick.
All right. I guess at what point does an ABC down or the bullish Elliott wave structure get invalidated on the Bitcoin chart? Like, what's the lowest we can go to really kind of keep that valid without having to do some kind of erroneous count?
I mean, I think anything below, you know, the 23.8 level, somewhere around in there. I mean, below there, I'm going to start getting worried that this whole structure isn't how I have it labeled. So wouldn't expect that. But again, we'll see what the charts bring us. But I would expect here a couple days a little bit lower will surely can put in some type of a low and see how much rally we get off that low.
Yeah, Michael Maxey says, what's your buy area? I think that's it. We're looking for a few more days of slight red would put us into a nice Elliott wave count, would keep us right around the backup level for Wyckoff and give us that oversold technometer and oversold RSI that we really want to see before we get long again. Again, we sold this at 29,100 and haven't re-entered. It didn't chase the grayscale pump. So we're just trying to have some patience, trying to find a reason to be a buyer. Obviously, we can buy back here and be like, look, guys, we bought it $4,000 cheaper. But, you know, we want to trade based off of having something, either an edge on the technical analysis or an edge on the fundamental analysis. And right now, we don't really have an edge. And with Bitcoin spot approvals, the next deadline's not for another 45 days. The macro background of Bitcoin doesn't really have anything going for it right now either.
Right. Let me go back to my Ethereum chart. I've got it here. Again, Ethereum 42 on the technometer. We did reach up there at 50 on that grayscale pump. So there again, I mean, it looks like 5 waves down off that 2000 level. So this here, 1540 was that smash low. That's still about 75 away. But I think we'll probably get down to there and try to stab that low. And then we also kind of have a trend line here I'm putting in on the downtrend. And, you know, something down there around 1500 would still be okay for that. So that's what I'm going to be on the lookout for. We're going to go to our WWCI real quick. That's our Wyckoff Wave crypto index we put together. That's at a 9-month chart load. We're not oversold there yet. What's up, Craig, Gary? Michael Maxey must be new here. Get you a wrench here in a minute. So again, on the WWCI, some green oversold levels, but waiting for the technometer to load here. We're not oversold on the tech. For some reason my software on the crypto is running a little bit slow today. And there you can see the technometer 40.52. 40 on here is normally considered oversold. So we'll get there again in a day or two. So that's what we're going to be on the lookout for.
Right, and that can be retesting the previous lows. Hopefully, you know, like Todd said, we stay above that 23,800 level. We can say that was an ABC down completed on a bullish Elliott wave structure, and then we can make the next move towards, you know, 35, 45,000 potentially. We just got to kind of see how things play out. Again, I think we're going to need structure in the form of new investors, in the form of some more liquidity, because I don't think we're going to get a Bitcoin spot ETF macro play until January of 2024, obviously. So it's going to kind of be on its own. It's going to be relying on the technicals, and really the only macro you have is that in like 235 days we have the Bitcoin halving coming. Usually we'll have some kind of run up leading into that. We'll have a sell-off to sideways consolidation through that, and then we're off to the races, and we've started the next bull market for the next couple of years. So that's how we're trying to trade it. That's how we're trying to play it. Right now we earn cash for our Bitcoin position, ETH position, Solana position, BNB position. And then on the stock side, Coinbase, MicroStrategy, and RIOT, we sold all of those higher, and we've traded those. And, you know, not having a position or having a position in cash is a position. You know, some people are like, oh, you guys haven't done a trade in a few days or a week or whatever. It's like our trade was to sell higher and let the markets continue lower. We're going to be able to buy back in larger size or be able to spread out our money into different assets.
I'm going to quickly run through some stocks here, general stock market SPY and MicroStrategy, RIOT, etc. So let me take over the screen. Here in front of us, showed it yesterday, SPY, technometer 48.50 is considered overbought. We did reach that yesterday on the highs. We then opened higher today above that high in reverse, and now we're below yesterday's low. So today looks like a, what are you going to call that, an engulfing bear candle. I don't really use those words, but again, we came right up there to that 451, got a little bit above it this morning. But I think SPY has topped out here, you know, for today and going into next week. I think we could have 7 to 10 days down here, and I would think that probably has to bring Bitcoin down a little bit. So that's why I wasn't bullish on Bitcoin up there when we got the overbought readings, and that's why I'm looking for stocks to go lower. You can see the QQQ here. Same type of thing, but you can see a technometer here. Did go overbought. Right now it's 50.5. Was higher at today's opening. So again, looks like a reversal in the QQQ here. So let's look for that to go lower. TLT. Tried to get up to what was previous resistance. You can see that on the 9 months chart here. And I was long that, sold about 96.25 for some mutual fund timing that I do, so I am on the sidelines. Let's go to GDX real quick. GDX, I think, maybe made a low there. You can see the green dot low 10 trading sessions ago. We did get to overbought yesterday. I mentioned that on the live. So let's look maybe for a pullback here to 28.50, see if GDX will try to dig in. Quickly, XLE. That's one I've mentioned for since June 26th that I've been long pro traders at WyckoffSMI.com. Let's go to the 1 year chart, June 26th, down here at 78, around 78. We're trading 90.70. We're at new highs for the day. It also has kind of followed the green stair step higher that I've been looking for. I still think it just continues higher. Again, we was oversold again on the 22nd. I didn't add. We are overbought, so I could see it anywhere here, try to have an ABC pullback, but still liking that. Now let's go to coin. Nick's traded this for patreon.com/learncrypto. We got the red dot sell at 105 that he had a sell in, caught the day high. Exactly. Bought it back, I believe, around 77. Sold it at 85.
Yep.
Did that. Bought the 77. Sold 85 on the spike higher on Grayscale. It's back down to 77. Again, that's one. Be nice to see that thing break 72, and then I'm sure Nick will pull the trigger on that. And MicroStrategy is another one. We traded that at patreon.com. Took a 25% gain, I believe it was, as shown there. That one's 348. We sold 380 and change, I believe it was. So still working on what could be that backup. So that one's going to look very good as well down here. RIOT. This was the trade at Pro Traders, WyckoffSMI.com. Took a 44% gain out of RIOT. This one had a 50% sell off up there. Above 20, came back to 10. Right now we're 1097. 45.7 technometer, not oversold. Again, one we're looking to buy, but not buying yet. And then a couple more quick ones here. CSCO. I've been talking about this one leading us higher. That one made a new high again today. You can see the chart there, 57.82, got above 58. Technometer is neutral. That looks like that was a darling in the last tech rally there in 2000, and that one's slowly coming alive. And really got a few more here. I've mentioned CELH, LSTR is another one that I got my eyes on. AVAV is one I'm looking at. There's a LSTR trying to dig out, kind of quiet, so that's one I'm going to still watch for a little bit more. a pullback here. And last but not least, let's show that AVAV. This is one that I think maybe could start coming alive. It was higher this morning. Been a big sideways pattern, 97.7. So that's one I'm going to be watching too in the next few days. So that's it for stocks. Let's go back to Nick and I's screen.
Cool. Yeah, if you guys have any stocks or crypto charts you want us to take a look at, or you have any fundamental questions, let us know in there. If not, while we're waiting for you to do that, if you want to give me the screen, I got just a quick news article, the piece that came out today that could impact the overall macroeconomics of the crypto market. So I got the screen, Todd?
Yeah, you got it.
All right, cool. So Robinhood to buy back Bankman-Fried's stake for $605.7 million from the U.S. government. Why does this name sound familiar? Well, that is Sam. That is FBF from FTX Exchange. Obviously, we know he is in jail now. Why is this interesting? A, this means the U.S. government seized those assets. So unfortunately, that probably means that all the FTX users will not be receiving any of those funds, at least until court litigations happens. The other thing that's interesting about this is, number one, Robinhood, apparently in this bull market, is doing quite well if they have $606 million to buy back shares. Number two, this means that Sam was the single largest individual holder of Robinhood stock shares, even more than the CEO of Robinhood. He owned 7.6% of all shares. That is an exorbitant amount of money. There was rumors in the past that FTX was going to merge with or acquire Robinhood. Obviously, that can't happen anymore. So if you're a hood holder, the stockholder, this is probably good for you. The stock shares are going to get back out of the potential dumping hands of the government and into the hands of the company, which obviously wants the best for that stock price. Now, what is also interesting about this is the largest holders of Robinhood are institutions. Let me name some names for you. BlackRock, Vanguard, ARK. Why do those all sound familiar? They're all pushing to get their own Bitcoin spot ETF approved. So we are seeing the big institutions are putting their hands and their investments on many Bitcoin products, many Bitcoin miners, and Bitcoin ETFs. So interesting. Not much to add other than that. It's kind of crazy that Sam was potentially using users' funds to get and acquire over $600 million worth of Robinhood stock shares. And it's also interesting to see that on the cap table of Robinhood, 75% of the shares are held and owned by institutions, and the institution names are those who are going heavy on the Bitcoin move. You want to go back to the duo screen, Todd, and let's take a look here at the comment section.
Hold on here 1 second. Yeah, I'm looking for something. There you go.
Carrie says, show some love, guys. Hit that like button. And Godzilla says, wants you to look at RNDR.
Give me a second.
Smash that like, share, and subscribe button. And if you want 24/7 access to Todd and myself, join us at patreon.com/learncrypto. It's literally $1 a day, guys. And you can see that we don't win every trade, but we win more than we lose. We've been right on this drawback across the board in crypto and stocks. And we've had big gainers on this drawdown as well. And quickly shout out to our sponsor, that is Gora Network. They are an Oracle provider currently for the Algorand network, looking to expand to Polygon, Arbitrum, and Ethereum. Check out the Gora token, ticker symbol GORA. Get those tokens delegated and earn up to 17% APY. And I don't feel bad saying that. Why? Because myself and the Patreon community do own Gora tokens. We do have them delegated to the Ferrum Network validator over there, and we are earning our daily Gora token rewards, leading into the expansion of them going to Polygon, to Arbitrum, and Ethereum, and not leaving, but expanding from just the very siloed ecosystem of Algorand. I think they have a lot of upside potential. Oracles are very important for the merging of data between Web 2 and Web 3, and they're not going anywhere. So Gora Network, it is Gora.io in the description if you want to learn more. I think that is a fundamental crypto play that you guys should take a look at.
All right, let me bring up that. Well, that's not working for me. The software, once again, I don't know why we're a little bit slow here, but I'm going to go. Sorry, for some reason I had a window close on me, which I'm not sure why. But let's go to RNDR then. We got that one here. Not much to add on RNDR. Again, I think the low is going to be taken out probably down there at the $1.26 level to correspond with the sell-off in Bitcoin and these other cryptos. So, and that one's had a nice rally into May and then have given back quite a bit. So once we get a buy signal, I would look to pick that one up. Just not sure. RNDR is not one really that I don't think Nick follows that closely. It's one that did look good on the charts here. So I would look to buy that here sometime early next week, probably.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the RNDR from a fundamental perspective either. I guess we are getting some new viewers in here, so if you want to go over the Bitcoin chart, just kind of where we're at currently. And then from a historical perspective, we sold Bitcoin and many others at 29,100. We were looking for the sell-off. We didn't chase the grayscale news as we anticipated the Bitcoin spot ETFs getting delayed. And now we're waiting for our re-entry on Bitcoin and Ethereum, potentially taking out those lows at 24.8. But Todd does have some Wyckoff schematics and some Elliott wave thoughts on that to dig deeper.
Let me take my chart back here, show this bigger Elliott wave on Bitcoin. This is again what I showed yesterday. 5 waves up in the green into that 31,000 high, ABC down, ABC up, and then 5 waves down in yellow. Again, that's what I mentioned yesterday. So we're in that 5th wave of the yellow of a bigger wave C down of a bigger irregular flat. And again, somewhere 23.8 to 24.2, maybe somewhere down there is probably what I'm looking for. And if that's the case, I would think the tech numbers would line up. We'll try to buy that and see what type of bounce we get off of that. That's what we'll see here. Back to the screen, Duo.
Yeah, I know it's tempting to try to just want to jump in here, but just there's no reason. I mean, right here, you're just gambling. We're not here to be gamblers. We're here to take educated trades and investment setups based on technical analysis, based on a fundamental insight that we think that the public is underpricing, and we really don't have that. Again, the Bitcoin spot ETFs aren't going to be up for approval or delay again for another 44 days. And again, they can delay it all the way until March of 2024. I don't think we see a Bitcoin spot ETF at the earliest until January 15th, 2024. Mark it on your calendars. Bookmark this video, and we'll see if we're right once again.
And that's definitely not really good news to have it delayed out till then, but definitely probably will happen.
Any other charts you want Todd to look at here, or any other fundamental questions, guys? Speak up or forever hold your peace. Todd's got something. What's going on?
I'm going to run to the crypto bubble that we show once in a while. Not much to show on there. Ton up 13%. RLB down 9. Rune up 3. Not much really to talk about on the daily. The weekly bubble, same type of thing. TON, MKR, XDC, HEX, MIOTA. HBAR is a loser. KCS is a loser. OP is a loser. So not much to add there.
So the bubbles are nice because they grow and they shrink based on the moves, or if you want it based on the size of the actual cryptocurrency. On BeyondFOMO.com under cryptocurrencies, they do have a crypto heat map here that you can modularize. Let's take out the stable coins. Now you can see the gains and moves based on the market capitalization of these. So it kind of puts into perspective what the larger caps are doing versus smaller caps. And you can always zoom in, and this thing goes all the way down for hundreds of tokens. So, you know, a lot of red on the heat map, a lot of red on the crypto bubbles. You have a few outliers. I don't think there's really any move to be made here. If you are long on some assets, since it's already given back the gains, you know, the downside objectives for Bitcoin now aren't that much further. It's like to remain bullish, you're looking at 24,200, 23,800. So it's tough for me to be like, yeah, sell now and hope we're right and we continue lower. I mean, the move would have been, if you were following us, you would have been selling this grayscale pump like we did on Coinbase and previously on our other assets. So if you missed that one, hope that our bullish count is accurate. You don't have too much more downside, and don't try to get too cute with your assets down here, especially if you're in the hole just a bit.
Yeah, because we sold Bitcoin 29.1, Ethereum 1831, SOL 23.21, I believe it was. Litecoin higher as well. So really just looking to re-enter those and see what we can figure out on this next, hopefully incoming pump.
Nice. Chris the Ish is back. Cameron Wood says, what's up with Hoop? Hoop is still kicking along. They just got a new exchange listing, and then they launched their governance. I think you need to hold a 1 million Hoop in order to be part of their governance DAO. So hop into their Discord. That's kind of the hub of everything they're doing. You hop in the Discord, you verify your wallet address and your holdings, and you can be in that governance DAO. Hoop is a micro-cap currency based on a basketball GameFi game. So interesting there. They're still building, haven't given up, and they just launched the governance DAO, which is kind of going to direct the remaining funds they have in order to try to have a revitalization when GameFi comes back with the rest of the bull market.
I don't have much else to share. 2 o'clock, so.
Big House says, wonder when Elon talks about Doge. I think it's coming soon, so I'm going to do a whole video on this. But, you know, Twitter or X just got their license that's going to allow them to hold and swap and share and tip and sell crypto assets. And I believe from day one, the assets that are going to be listed are going to be Bitcoin, which is obviously could be a good macro fundamental for Bitcoin to get us through to these spot ETFs happen. But also I think it's going to be Dogecoin. I mean, he's talked about Doge. He's been on SNL about Doge. He literally turned the Twitter logo into the Doge icon for a day. I believe Doge will be implemented into the X platform. Also, you know, Doge as a currency has really low trading fees. So utilizing Doge as the tipping coin on X, I wouldn't doubt. And I think that Doge would then be a market leader whenever that happens. Now, the time frame of that happens, understand if you take a Doge position, you might be waiting up until the end of this year. And why do I say that? That's because Elon has said it with his own words. He wants X to be an all-in-one financial platform by the end of the year. It's September 1st right now. That means by January 1st, you should have Bitcoin and Doge implemented in the ecosystem. And when that happens, I mean, it's going to be very explosive for Doge, and I think it's going to outperform all of the large cap cryptocurrencies.
I'm going to run a quick disclaimer here real quick. I am a registered investment advisor, so let's run this for the regulators.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future return.
All right, we got that out of the way.
There we go.
Not much else going on here, I guess, at the moment.
Not many questions. I mean, we're going to be over in the Discord. It's the brand new month. Like I said, for $30 or $40 a month, you can join us at patreon.com/learncrypto. You get 24/7 access to myself and Todd. Get live timestamp trades. All the trades that we talk about on here don't always make it to YouTube and don't always make it to Twitter, just due to the fact that the market is always moving. And we want to provide the most value to those who provide income to us. So that's why it occurs in the private Discord. Talk about crypto and stocks and fundamentals. Can answer any of your guys' questions. Patreon.com/learncrypto. I'm trying to stall here to give you guys a chance to ask any more questions or hop us on the charts before we head into the weekend. Exciting times here for cryptocurrency. I mean, it's to the downside, but right now we're sitting in cash looking for that re-entry. And I believe with the structure that Todd's been following on Elliott wave and Wyckoff, it's nice to come back up to that backup, and it's nice to finish that C wave so we can get this out of the way and start moving upwards and onwards once again.
We'll probably liquidate some of the week longs, and that'd be a nice spring there at the backup, and we could then turn things quickly higher. So that's what we'll be looking to do. Let's see if we can get that to happen.
Big House, before you leave, wants you to look at BCH, and Godzilla wants you to look at ATOM. The nice thing about Atom is, you know, you're looking at, you know, it's down 90% like a lot of other altcoins, but it's in our passive income portfolio. Meaning if you bought Atom down here or buy Atom when we give the next Bitcoin sell on Patreon, then you can delegate that and stake it and start earning 15% APR paid out in the Atom token. So obviously that APR you're earning increases significantly if the Atom token price rises, which we believe it will.
Actually, I hate to say it, I'm having still an issue with software. It's loading Bitcoin chart. I know my guys, we're moving to a new platform, so I'm hoping to get that done here soon. But let me go to a different screen here. Let me show the BCH chart. Everyone knows that big rally we had from 100 to 330, and you know, we had that wave 4 again there. I mean, I would have to be a buyer of this one when we buy Bitcoin, hopefully next week. Maybe get something closer down to that, 180, 185. I don't think we can press 166. So, but that's one that's been strong, and I would probably think it would continue strong.
Yeah, we're not huge BCH fans. Whenever you got airdrop BCH, Bitcoin Cash for your Bitcoin holdings, we're sellers of that. But the reason this is showing strength is because it's come out. Institutions said that they're going to be launching this EDX exchange, that's Fidelity and Charles Schwab. And the only assets that they believe are in regulatory compliance to be on that institutional exchange is going to be Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and BCH. For the mere fact, BCH is pretty much the same code base and distribution as Bitcoin. So that's why it saw that hype to begin with, and that's why it could outperform if that EDX exchange starts gaining ground with institutional buyers, because they only have 4 options to buy. So obviously some of that liquidity and volume is going to go to BCH, as well as, what I prefer from a fundamental perspective would be Litecoin.
Underneath my picture is the Atom daily chart. Much weaker here than I would have expected. Could be springing previous support, etc. So again, not a strong one, but hopefully we'll dig in here next week, next week or 10 days.
Adam, the Cosmos ecosystem has really fallen off and taken a hit in this bear market, but I believe Cosmos will have a nice revitalization when the market turns around. And that's why I was saying, if you wait for a Bitcoin buy and you like Atom, you like the outlook of Cosmos, you buy it, make sure you get it staking to earn that 15% APR, compound those rewards. And if you need help doing that, you can reach out to me. But of course, if you're in patreon.com/learncrypto, you can get that help immediately. I post in there. You can find it with the search function, where I give step-by-step guides on how you stake your assets, how to claim those rewards, and how to earn with those claimed rewards.
All right, that's all I've got. So again, Bitcoin chart, working on the backup down there at that 24.8, maybe as low as 23 on a spike. Stocks still look lower going into the close, hopefully, in early next week. And then we'll be back on here and see what we can figure out.
Yeah, so smash that like, share, and subscribe button if you like daily updates on both crypto and stock, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and news. And until next time, stay tuned.
Peace out.
Are you intrigued by cryptocurrency, but just aren't sure how you can get started investing? Maybe you are simply too busy to trade your own cryptocurrency account since it is 365 24/7. Don't hold back any longer. With LearnCrypto.io, you can have a seasoned professional show you how. Todd W. Butterfield is a leader in trading with numerous real money trading successes to his name over the years. He owns LearnCrypto.io, the original Wyckoff Stock Market Institute, WyckoffSMI.com, as well as the Black Bay Group, a registered investment advisor. He has also created state-of-the-art software, consolidating over 100 plus crypto exchanges volume, as well as his own Wyckoff proprietary indicators. With today's stressful and busy lifestyles, isn't it time you considered having a knowledgeable investor manage your crypto account? In these unprecedented times, it is the perfect season to seriously consider LearnCrypto.io's private client group and add cryptocurrencies to your investment portfolio.